Hello and hi again. This is Cool Girl, and I'm back with another YouTube topic about catering to your man and not having to display dominant, female dominance all the time. I see a lot of men on Facebook and other various social medias talking about the very thing. A woman always got to be on top. She can't just sit back and be the woman. I'm not talking about sit back and just get walked over. I'm talking about sit back and let him be the man and do what he got to do with his manhood. You can do the same thing as a woman. Do what you have to do with your womanhood and not feel like you got to be on top all the time. But I get it. Women are so used to trying to carry everything by herself, do this and do that. When it comes time for a man to step in and want to just support her a little, she can't let go of having to be in charge. So we really have to stop doing that and let the man just be who he is, and we can support him like he supports us. Okay, like the man supports us, and we can do that without losing anything of ourselves. Now, also women feel like they have to be dominant, in my opinion, because they feel like if they're doing wifey things for a man that's not their husband, that's the problem and stuff. I'm not doing this. I've seen this on social media too. I'm not doing wifey things for someone that's not my husband. For a guy that's not my husband, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. He can do that himself. He can do his own laundry, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, look like you shouldn't even be in a relationship. You don't even want to come to like an equal, sort of equal type of thing like that. And that's not going to work because you can't be in charge of everything all the time. So you have to fall back a little bit from that. But I get it. I truly understand. And we always, women always used to be in charge. So I get that. But when you got a man around or have a husband there that wants to fully support you and make sure you're good, make sure you're straight, just take the time to breathe and just, like they say, exhale just a minute, and accept it and enjoy it and embrace it. Now, with my guy, I go ahead, I just make sure his dinner is done, bathroom, everything, the towel walk off in the bathroom. Make sure everything is done, like clothes for the morning, have all that ready. So he can just get up, get dressed, and go ahead and do what he got to do. I make sure all that stuff is done. And I'm not compromising anything from my femininity. Is something that I want to do. And I don't feel like I'm under him because of that. I want to do it because out of love and respect for him for all that he does. Now, by that same token, everything that I do for him, he always gives it back to me. And it's so funny because I never looked for it. I never looked for it at all. And I didn't realize I was actually, like I didn't pay attention to just really, okay, let me get the clothes out, let me do this for him, let me do that for him. Someone pointed it out to me. It's just so funny. And my guy, he always thanks me for this, thanks me for that. I'm like, what are you thanking me for? There's something, in my opinion, I should be doing for you. Because you look out for me, let me look out for you in this respect too. We're a team, we're going to do this together. So he gives it back to me like tenfold, 20-fold. Like, get on his bike, his motorcycle, will go to wherever, go to a nice upscale restaurant, go to something to eat. It's a way of thanking me. I don't have to cook that night. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. He'll do this, he'll do that, whatever. We'll take a trip, like overnight, things like that. It's really fun. I have a good time with that. And I'm not expecting it. Just a short drive here, short drive there, or a couple of states over, something long distance, way out from where we usually are in town. And it's so good and so fun, and it's just very balanced out. So don't feel like wifey stuff when you're doing something for your man. It's okay, like I said, to fall back and do it. I think a lot of women need to start embracing it. And I'm not saying you gotta be under someone's foot. It's just okay to just do these things. You're not losing anything. You don't have to be on top all the time. It's okay to fall back, like I said, especially if you got a guy around that's really, he's holding you. He's holding you and making sure you're good. Just do the same for him. Doesn't matter if you're his wife and all that other stuff. So that's not, I don't think that's an issue. I don't think that's an issue, but I guess it depends on where you want to be in your relationship or where you are in your relationship. But for me, I don't think it's an issue. I got a good guy over there, and he's really decent. So like I said, I try to make sure I do everything I need to do to make sure he's good When he's good, then he give it back. Not that I'm looking for it, but he always gives it back. I just don't look for it. So I think women should do that. Um, let's see. I know he shows me every day how much he cares for me, and I try to make sure I show him daily as well. He's very equal and extremely balanced out. So I don't think there's a problem with it at all. Just take care of your partner. It's really a good thing to do. It feels good. But like I said, I didn't know I was actually doing this until someone pointed it out to me and told me about it. I'm like, well, shouldn't you do that? My mother did it. My mother did it for my dad, and always made sure his laundry was done. She made sure he had dinner. She made sure of these things because that's what she wanted to do for my dad. She loved him and she cared for him. So I guess I picked it up from her to some degree, and she never felt like she lost any femininity or any dominance or anything like that. She wasn't trying to be dominant anyway, but I got some of that from her. I know I did, and it's okay to have that. He treated her well. He took care of her as much as he could. But he did. He really did a good job with her, and I want to do the same for my partner, for my man. And women can just do that. It's really okay. You don't have to be in charge. You just really don't have to do that. And I don't care what anyone says. You really just don't. You can fall back, and let the man do what he has to do. Trust me, he will come right back to you. He will always forever appreciate it. But if he doesn't, that's fine too. But he will appreciate it. So that's all I wanted to say today. If you need me to expound or anything, please leave a comment and I will get back to you. I will respond as quickly. But thank you. Y'all have a great evening.